Hi everyone. Today my aquatic invasive species manager and I are out with our survey crew from Blue Water Science. Surveys are a regular part of our management program, and so today we're going to show you how and why we perform surveys. A few times a year, we take a survey all around the littoral zone of Koronis Lake. The littoral zone is the area where plants can grow in the lake, so we do this to understand what plants are growing, where they are growing, and what densities they are growing in. We get this data by using what is essentially a very long rake. A survey crew member will push the rake into the bed and lift some of the plant matter up there so we can inspect it.
5.5 feet, bed depth 4 inches.
Do you want me to do the half foot, or do you want to? Usually I just do whole numbers. Yeah, I think just whole numbers, round it off.
Here we have Kara at a 3.
Your bed depth was what, 2?
4.
Oh, 4. And Kara was at a 3.
Starry at a 1.
Okay.
We measure plant densities on a scale of 0 to 3. If it's a 0, we didn't find any of that plant there. If it's a 1, that could mean a single cell of a plant was found, or there is a decent amount of biomass on the rake tines. A 2 means that all of the tines are covered and there is some biomass hanging. And finally, a 3 means that all of the tines are covered and maybe not even visible. We use this method rather than a 0-1 scale so that we can look at how plant densities change over the course of the seasons and years. This data is reflected on our charts with different colored dots. Black stands for no growth, green is for light growth, yellow for moderate growth, and red for heavy growth. Today, we're looking for starry stonewort, Kara or Chara, curly-leaf pondweed, and zebra mussels. Starry stonewort is a stringy green macroalgae. It sometimes has little white stars called bellwills, but a more consistent identification method is looking for whorls of 4 to 6 branchlets with blunt tips. Its stem is very smooth, and it has a lot of hydrostatic pressure, so you can squeeze a bunch of starry stonewort like bubble wrap and the cytoplasm will ooze out. Sometimes, starry can be confused for a native plant called chara. Like starry, it is a green algae, but it has a very rough stem due to calcium carbonate deposits on the surface of the stem. It much more closely resembles a bushy leaf, and it also smells very musty. Curly-leaf pondweed has a wavy shape to its leaves, sometimes said to resemble a lasagna pasta noodle. It can be a little more brown than starry or Kara. Zebra mussels are the last thing we're looking for, because they have been seen to attach to plants and other specimens that we can find on the rake. Zebra mussels can be as small as a pinhead to about 2 inches long. They are very sharp to the touch and have a distinctive striped pattern like a zebra. Besides these species, we see a lot of filamentous algae, clasping leaf pondweed, and kuntel, among other native species. Although sometimes these weeds can feel like a nuisance to swimmers, we're very happy to see so many native species in this lake. Native species don't tend to overcrowd fish and allow for a more balanced ecosystem, so we want to encourage their growth and discourage invasive species growth. This year, we have seen an abundance of native growth and the lowest starry growth we've seen in years. So what do we do after we collect all of this data? Well, our survey crew will take all of the data back and create density maps. We then discuss what would be the most effective areas to target for treatment. Sometimes our permit limits what we are able to treat, so we target the densest areas for treatment, paying close attention to how recently that plot has been treated, and then we reevaluate how effective treatment was in that area at the next survey. The Koronis Lake Association and our third-party consultants are happy to do this work because it keeps our families and friends safe and healthy. Managing starry stonewort effectively and keeping other aquatic invasive species out helps to keep recreation accessible, our lake beautiful, and our kids safe. Thank you for supporting Koronis Lake.
This is 5N, and this is 83. 83.
5 feet, bed depth about 4 to 6, I can't really tell. Calling it
5.
Let's call it 5. Starry at a 3. Curly 1. Curly because if you were a 3 right here though. On the rake it's a 1. That is all.
No